Hello and welcome to Pure Word Creations. My name is Tahira. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have my fourth design team project for Krafty Malaika for you. And this is a journal that is kind of the A5 size, around that, made with Amazon packaging. As you can see at the on the front cover, I have an image from a magazine that I'm using as my focal point. You see all of these little, there's going to be a lot of glare because I actually used, instead of my usual self-laminating sheets for my magazine images, I didn't have them. So I just used like a cellophane bag and just stitched around it. So I'm going to try to avoid the glares, but I do want you to see all of these cool buttons that I have on the front here. Most of them were gifted to me by Tamara Crumble, along with this background fabric. And the fabric on the back, the side and the back, is fabric from Kenya. A friend of mine visited Kenya some years ago and brought me back some of this fabric, which I love to use in my journal making. So let's go right in. This is, I'll be featuring images from Kelly Malaika's African Kings digital kit. So the inside fabric is, I rust dyed some very thick canvas that Tamara gifted me. This is an image from probably a vintage Ebony or Essence that I was gifted by Renee at Renee's At It Again. The the signatures all start with scrapbook paper by Capital Chic Designs. Felicia at Bible Scraps gifted me this amazing set of Adinkra symbol stamps. And I'll show them to you one by one as they come up. This one is for the power of love. So cool, right? And that's what they look like. They're foam stamps. And so I just stamped the inside of that scrapbook paper. Here I have a doily serviette that I made into a pocket. She also gifted me some papers from a 1939 scrapbook. So there's beautiful aging on this piece of paper that I cut into different sizes. Some coffee dyed paper that Tamara sent me. Some beautiful flower pages from a botanical book that I was gifted as well. This botanical paper I was gifted. I'm so grateful to the many artists who see fit to just send me items they think I can use. I do the same with them. You'll see the other side of this paper that I was also gifted by Felicia. This is avocado paper, avocado dye paper from Renee. And here's our first image from Krafty Malaika's digital kit. So gorgeous, right? And I've coupled that with some Indian fabric cutoffs that Felicia sent me in the same happy mail. So you'll see a lot of those cuts, fabric cuts throughout, like this one. I originally thought that I was going to have this as like a background page to something, but it was so beautiful that I didn't want to cover it up. It's a rust dyed business envelope. Nothing's inside right now. coffee dyed paper by Tamara. Tamara also sent me a piano roll that I rust dyed, and this is the beginning of the piano roll, so it just naturally had this hole. So I just put this charm there, these two charms. One says love, and one is just like a little gemstone, a fake gemstone. I made this journal very similar just to the journals that I would make for myself, so it's not a lot going on, just enough to pique interest and to invite journaling and future collaging. In this pocket, I have another magazine image from a vintage ebony, and that's just sitting on a tag, and I'll add to it later with fabrics or just other color, watercolor, acrylic paint. Just wanted to have a start to something that I can build upon later. This is some black bean dyed paper from Renee. More of my rust dye paper. Some mulberry paper. Another rust dye piece. Another image from Kelly. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous figures. Love that image. There's the other sides of those papers. That folds out. Capital Sheet Design scrapbook paper pocket. NoorOva is the designer of this postcard image. Here's another image of Kelly's. And I just backed that with some dyed cheesecloth that I received as a gift with purchase from Renee years ago. This is from Vagabroad Journals. It's beautiful stationery. And I'll read you what's on the back here. And I'm going to bring it to me so I can actually see it. So I'm going to take it off camera for a second. So it says, "Nothing easily kills you, and you do not easily die. Recognize this as your heritage." Coupled with this beautiful collage image. Other side of the business envelope, stenciled side there. This is the pocket. I don't have anything in there, but you can see Kelly's beautiful image. This is the other side of that paper I was telling you about. There are different types of gum from yesteryear. And that's from Felicia. Felicia of Bible Scraps sent that to me. This paper feels so good. Just made a little tuck spot with a cutoff of some, oh my gosh, drawing paper or something like that, that I rust dyed. And I just added Kelly's image onto a collage journaling card that I made probably years ago. And this is some African inspired fabric, the strip here that I was gifted by Rosemary Morris when I purchased some of her eco-dyed paper, or a journal that I bought from her. And that's a rust dyed library card catalog card. Yeah. And here's the second Adinkra symbol. And let's find out what that means. It means harmony. That's what it looks like on the back. Thank you again, Felicia, for these amazing stamps. Felicia also gifted me this intaglio print that she found in a thrift store. She actually found the intaglio plates and prints. Beautiful, beautiful. Here is another one of Krafty Malaika's images that's mounted on some of this textured paper that I got from Renee, that purple paper. Just thought those two meshed together really, really well. And inside I have a greeting card that's entitled The Wedding. And I think it's Jacob Lawrence. Yeah, Jacob Lawrence. From 1948. That slips in that pocket. This is wallpaper. And I've just backed the other side with capital sheet design scrapbook paper, and I have a fabric pocket. I recently bought some photos off of eBay that were just black and white photos of various just black folks from, the past. This happens to be dated June 1956, and I just think that image is so adorable. Had to be in this journal. More rust dyed paper. Here's another one of those gum pages. Adam's Clove. I thought it was cool to kind of make this like a collage ad. And this comes out of a vintage ebony. It was originally a clothing ad, a men's clothing ad. Received that paper from Felicia as well. Here's a journaling card. In some of these images, you'll see duplicated as we go through the journal, flip through, but they'll just be used in different ways. I love this image. And after I stamped this stamp, I realized that I had a stencil with that same sign. Ledger paper, black bean dyed paper from Renee. Paper I just thought would be great in here. I think, yeah, these were definitely gifted to me. Here's a Paul Lewin art sticker. Let's see if you can see it better. And the little specks here are made with lavender seeds. Tamara's coffee dye paper. I love these little fanned out designs. Stencil. This is a stencil from Amazon that Rosemary Morris had mentioned on one of her live videos. Oh, probably years ago. Here's another beautiful image backed by some of that fabric that was gifted to me by Felicia. This is also a pocket. I don't have anything in it currently. Oh, and I think this is another one of those, or the first of a few duplicated images. So I think you saw this one already on a journaling card. I love that color. I rust dyed this half of a doily, fabric doily, glued it to this wallpaper pocket. This wallpaper was gifted to me by Tamara. Excuse me. My air ducts are totally needing cleaning, so I'm kind of suffering the consequences of putting my heater on. This beautiful collage bookmark is by the Village Papermaker. Love this paper. So pretty. I've not really, I haven't purchased Tim Holtz dolls, paper dolls, but it was gifted, this one was gifted to me by Teresa at Asseret Studio, and I thought it fit nicely here. Here's another one of my journaling cards. And I'll add something, I'll probably put a sentiment here. But like I said, I like to leave room for creating in the moment. And we have our third Adinkra stamp. And this one is Peace. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. There we go. They make great background. Beautiful, right? Our image on this paper bag. And inside I just have a blank tag that I'll collage and journal on in the future. Alright, and our third and final signature. Again, this is Capital Chic Designs scrapbook paper. We have another Adinkra sign symbol. This one is Unity. Oh, it's not focusing well. Unity. There we go. So pretty. Some more of Tamara's coffee dye paper. Here's another one of those vintage images. This was actually a photograph that was made into a postcard. And I just scanned it right onto this avocado dyed paper that Renee sent me, and then this fabric that I think I also got from Felicia. That's on top of the same fabric that's on the back. Just a piece of it. And that's on top of this bag that's empty for now. You're probably hearing my space heater. Apologies for that, but I'm not turning it off. It's cold. Here, I've made a pocket out of this Prima scrapbook paper and mounted Kelly's image on top of some indigo-dyed handmade paper by the Village Paper Maker. Feels so well. I had to before I put matte gel medium on it, just so I'll be able to write on it. It felt so soft and cottony when just taking it out of the package. Gorgeous, gorgeous images. And let's learn about this last Adinkra sign that's stamped here. It's leadership. There we go. I think those stamps were released by Crayola. I'm not sure when, but yeah. Another magazine image that I put on some wallpaper. There's some of my rust dyed paper and a piece of that fabric that I got from Felicia. And there is a stamp that says Delight in Life, and I got that from a Creative Reuse shop in Denver. I think I may have missed something. I may go back and find what I missed, but we'll keep going for now. Here's a digital image. There's a rust-dyed Rolodex card. I think I had there was like a place setting that I had gotten from Tamara that made that design on the back of it. So it can be glued down for pockets later. Another library card catalog card. Stencil. Rust-dyed doily. Magazine image from Ebony magazine. Piano roll paper. And since I have the intaglio print that Felicia sent me in here, I put my own intaglio print inside. Those are of some leaves. Um, if you want to know the process of printing that, you can ask me in the comments. And this is a belly band. And I was gifted by one of the members of my musical group, Decomposed, this postcard. It's artwork by, I know I'm going to butcher his name, but it's Abdias Nascimento. We were in Brazil for 5 days, performing and visiting Tuca, the hospital there, and some of our members were able to go to the art museum in Sao Paulo, and she picked up some cards, and she knows that I love postcards and putting them in my journals. And I was looking up this artist, and he's amazing. He's an actor, a visual artist, a storyteller, playwright, politician, activist. He created the Black Experimental Theater, as well as the Black Art Museum there in Brazil. Was very, very outspoken about the African Brazilians and their rights. I think during the 80s. So he's very, very much a prominent figure. And we were there during their Dia de Consciência Negra, which is Black Awareness Day, Black Consciousness Day. And it was just amazing to, be on stage with other Black artists, Plinio Fernandez, guitarist, and the composer João Luiz, who were having kind of an emotional experience in the Sala Sao Paulo because they said it was like the first time there was a performance of that type centered around Black people in that space. So it was really, really emotional. Also, I wanted to mention the title of this is called the Dual Personalities of Akshamari. I know I'm saying that wrong as well, and that's one of the Brazilian orishas that represents duality, that represents male and female, and beginning and ending. So it's really cool that she picked this up, and I thought it would be perfect in here. This is one of Kelly's digitals from a past digital kit that I thought would work well here. And this is, I think, Swahili for I love you. And that's the end of the journal. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much, Kelly, for your beautiful images. Go check out her Etsy shop. I'll put links in the description box. Please let me know how you like the journal in the comments, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.